Good morning, everybody. Friday morning, another morning at the dentist. Well, an hour at the dentist. It feels like a morning, so I won't be going to see Alfie until later. That's if I feel okay. It's been a sad week or two, really, because we learnt of Molly's passing. Joey and Molly, mother and son's journey with dementia. Molly was diagnosed 2 years ago and passed on the 13th of June. Joey would visit twice, sometimes 3 times a week, take his mum out once a week and vlog on that occasion. And the last vlog was the 54th weekly vlog that Joey made. So that was Molly and Joey, God rest her. And then on going to see Alfie on Tuesday of this week, I learnt that the gentleman in the room next door to him, who I know, who I always speak to, even he recognises me, or did. He's the gentleman who broke his wrist and then subsequently broke his hip, a fall at the nursing home. He came through both surgeries. He's got frailer and frailer until on Tuesday I learnt that he's now at end of life. And when I asked one of the nurses what that actually meant, she said that medication has been withdrawn and he's now just having palliative care to allow him to pass peacefully. It's upset me. It concerns me. I know that his son visits regularly, sort of every week, once a week, and his other son and daughter go occasionally. I also know that this gentleman's wife of over 60 years is in a different nursing facility, and the reason she couldn't be in this place with him, all due to finances. They split a married couple up because they wouldn't pay for her, basically, the powers that be, to be with her husband, and now he's in his final days. It's upset me for that reason. It's upset me also because it concerns me about medication being withdrawn. I can't comment on this particular instance because I don't know. I certainly know that 2 years ago, when we were told that Alfie was at end of life, and I wouldn't accept it, and I called in outside help, a consultant from outside, and what the consultant found, what he discovered after looking at Alfie's notes, was that they'd ceased Alfie's Parkinson's medication, they'd ceased the antipsychotic, they left my husband screaming for 3 months. I was there for 12 hours, sometimes 18 hours daily. And they were going to let him go. Not only going to let him go, they were actually encouraging it. I know that there was the Liverpool pathway, whereby when people were very ill or found to, in the eyes of the experts, have no quality of life, then they would be allowed to go peacefully. My mother was. With the diamorphine increased. I didn't know this till afterwards, my sister did. The diamorphine increased, and medical help that may have helped actively being refused, or not being refused, just not being given. It could have happened to Alfie. It almost did. And now this gentleman is in his final days. He may go over the weekend. I didn't think they could just now withdraw drugs, but they do. Had I not contacted an outside consultant, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you about Alfie now. That's the truth of the matter. So I'm not going to be intrusive in regards to this man's privacy. But if I give a name of William, then may I ask you to pray for William and his family, and for his wife, who really doesn't know. You know, she's quite far down the line with dementia, but nevertheless. So I would ask for your prayers in regards to William. I've often spoken about what I feel about this world. It's never been enough for me, this world. Never been enough. Regardless of what I've achieved, what I have, even all the love in my life given out and received back, there's always been something missing. I've never been able to put my finger on what is missing. People talk about poverty. And when they talk about poverty, they talk about poverty in regards to material goods and wealth, you know, nice home, everything that they could want in a material sense. Or I've spoken about poverty as being a lack of ambition. But I don't just mean a lack of ambition in regards to scholastic attainments or achievements or career-wise. I mean poverty in regards to spiritual growth. People are frightened to be alone, not realising that alone means all one. All one. As a person, I came into this world alone. I will exit it alone, all one. But nevertheless, we are all connected. We are all one. I believe that there is evil in this world. I believe that there are bloodlines, those that have the power over us, that seek for a new world order, that have all the materialistic values that anybody could ever aspire to, purely because of their bloodline. They will never go quietly out of this world at an early age. They live to a great old age. They continue working to a great old age. Our Queen Mother was, in the UK, was 101 when she died. I believe that her passing, because it coincided with the Queen's Jubilee, was hastened in order not to interfere with the celebrations. The Queen herself is 91 and still working. Prince Philip is 97. He's recently had a hip operation. These people do not die early. Why is that? These people have everything they could ever want. These people live off the backs of commoners, as do people like the Bushes in America, George Soros, the Rothschilds. Who are these people? Who are they? With a wave of the hand, any one of them could wipe out world materialistic poverty. So why don't they? Because they have a poverty of spirit. There's nothing there. They have no empathy. There's something missing in their genetic makeup that makes them unable to empathise. They can mouth the words. The Queen can come out with a Christmas speech about poverty and about terrorism and about Merry Christmas from my family to yours. But they're words. They're words to keep us in our places. They're mere words. This woman alone, as I heard somewhere, the woman wearing a £1 million hat when she's sitting on a throne, could wipe out poverty at a stroke. As could the Pope, a spiritual leader, not. The Pope purports to be God's representative on earth. Wrong. He isn't. God's representative on earth would not surround himself with such wealth, with such power that he doesn't use for good. God's representative on earth wasn't Joseph Ratzinger, the man who sold Zyklon B to the Nazis. God's representative would not be involved in the 9th circle of satanic rituals, as most of these people are. And that's something I'm going to speak about later. I'm not jumping from one subject to the next. I'm speaking about goodness, lack of goodness, empathy, lack of empathy, care, lack of care, wealth that is used not for good but to wage war. I'm speaking about the fact that every single one of us needs to wake up to what's happening in this world. Every one of us. I pray for all of us, because that's all we have right now. Please remember William in your prayers, and I'll be back later. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.